go ahead and come seated on your blankets. Come right in the center of your two blankets and then cross your legs at your mid-shins for Sukhasana. And you want to make sure that the inner thighs move down towards the inner knees, which then extends straight out towards the top edge of your mat. So in other words, tuck the outer legs, the outer knees, and the outer hips in towards your midline. And then bring your fingertips to your blankets, bend your elbows, move your shoulder blades away from your spine. So your elbows are bent, but they do extend out to your sides. That's it. A little more out to your sides, Kelly. That's perfect. And then you want to feel that the tops of your shoulders not only spread, but come down away from your ears. Feel your shoulder blades. So here, shoulder blades move away from the spine. Back rib cage moves away from the spine. Good. So you should have this sensation of spreading at the back of the body, as well as tucking in and spreading at the front of the body. So the breastbone is open. See if you can maintain this lift of your side ribs and then bring your hands to your heart center, Namaskarasana. Take an exhalation of your breath. Keep your chin parallel to your mat. Close your eyes. Begin to center yourselves here using your breath. It's an audible inhalation, audible exhalation, and we want to try to even the breath so that the inhale and the exhale are the same length. You'll feel the side rib cage, back rib cage as you inhale the breath. As you exhale the breath, let go of any tension or stress you may be holding in the throat, the face, or the tops of your shoulders. I'll chant Om. Join in or you're welcome to just listen. Exhale your breath. Bow your head. Bring your chin to the groove of your neck. Bring your hands down to the very tops of your legs. Center your head, and as you exhale the breath, open the eyes and release the hands. Excuse me. Go ahead and bring one block behind you, and it kind of comes to my blankets. I'm still on top of my blankets, but I bring that block right behind me so it touches my blankets, and I'll lift up, moving the side rib cage up. Take the left hand across outside of the right leg, and I want to draw the outer right leg in with the left hand. Twist to the right. When you bring your right fingertips down onto your blocks behind you, you want to keep your elbow bent and then still keep stretching the top of your right shoulder down away from your ears. See that you don't have a lot of tension in the left arm or the top of the left shoulder. Maybe face the palm of your left hand out. So turn the back of your left hand to the outer part of your right leg or knee. Press in gently, lift your side rib cage and twist a little bit deeper to the right. And then exhale, let's take our gaze, our head to the center, and then release. Good, 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 good. Again, lift the side rib cage up. Make sure you start very tall. And you also want to start with your torso right over your legs. And then lift the side body, begin to twist to the left. And you're going to take the right hand, start with the palm facing the leg, tuck in. Left fingertips go to your block, elbows bent, roll the very top of your left shoulder down. See if you can relax its right arm. For me, I start holding really hard and then the top of the shoulder lifts up. So with an exhalation, see if you can relax the top of the right shoulder. You can even take your outer left rib cage and tuck it in towards your outer right rib, twist deeper. Now turn the palm to face out. Gently draw the back of the wrist to the hand into the leg twist. Gaze to the center and then exhale, release. Very good, guys. Let's go ahead and let's uncross and recross, and then again adjust the buttock flesh. One more time of a twist. This time I would like to see if you guys can take your, it'll be our right arm behind, and I'm going to see if I can bring it to the upper left leg. If you can't do that, or you know you can't do that, you could wrap a strap around the inner left thigh. Or you could just take a loose strap like this. Bring it into the inner leg at the upper leg here. Lift the spine, left arm across. This time you'll take the right hand and you'll try to find your strap. You'll tug on the strap, lift the spine, twist. Okay, so if you can do it without a strap, it would be your right fingertips, watch, rotating around to the top of the left leg. I draw down, lift, and twist. Okay, so you're going to twist to the right. Left arm goes across outside of the left leg, and then the right arm goes behind you, and either take it to the very top of your leg, keep your elbow bent, use your hand or tug on your strap, twist a little bit deeper using both hands, left and right. Great. And then exhale, release. Perfect. Perfect. Does that make a little bit of a difference? No? Okay. Well, good. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, go the other direction. Same thing. So if you need to, you can move your strap over to the opposite side. Legs are crossed the same way that we crossed a moment ago. Lift the side body. This time you can even take the left hand. So you want to really bend the elbow and draw the arm behind you, left arm, and then use that left hand to draw the right thigh bone down or grab your strap. Twist to the left. Good, 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 good. So again, make sure that the right arm is somewhat relaxed, that it's not tense. You can exhale and let the top of the right shoulder relax some. Good. Tug on your strap that you're holding behind you. Draw your outer right hip down. Twist a little bit deeper. Great. And then exhale. Perfect. Release. Face the center. And then you could take your straps away. Maybe you hold them for Pashi, but we'll stretch the legs out. And then move over side to side, adjust the lower buttock flesh, rotate out and back. Oh, it would be. If I ever get a new dog, I'll name him Pashi, another dog. So make sure that your feet are even here and that you're really activating your feet. Pretend that you've got one big foot instead of two. So they kind of move evenly. Do you see? So you'll draw in evenly to the inner heels and the base of the big toe, and then extend the inner thigh to the inner groin very evenly. Good. And your legs rotate from the outer thigh to the inner for just a moment, guys. Before we go forward, take your hands outside of your hips to your blanket, and you can use fingertips or palms of your hands, but press down until your elbows are straight. And then use that resistance through your side ribs. Lift your side ribs up. Nice. Good. Let's maintain this as we release our hands away from the blanket. Grab your strap. Don't let your spine fall. And then as you exhale, stretch the strap out. Keep moving your spine in. Bring the strap around your feet. Rotate your inner knee flesh down. And exhale, widen your elbows out and up as you fold. Good, 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 good. That's perfect, guys. So again, bring your heel bones down. Extend your inner thighs into your inner heels. Keep your feet together. Make the front of your legs longer. So press the base of your big toe joint out as if you're pressing the gas pedal. You'll notice the front of your ankles open up. Keep drawing your inner ankle bones towards each other and your heel bones down. And then inhale, lift up. And exhale, release. Good, 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 good. Perfect. Take your 2 blocks. We'll do it again. We just won't grab our feet, but we'll do the same thing. where you come tall, you can push and lift, maintain this. I'm gonna push the blocks out along the sides of the legs and the feet until I bring my front rib cage to the top of the legs, bring the palms down, bring the head down. So keep your legs together, use them as if they're one. Start with your blocks close to the outer upper legs, push down, lift your chest, push down as you push forward. Now, as you're pushing into your blocks, guys, you're using that weight of your hands to keep moving your navel away from your pubic bone. Keep going until you come all the way with your front rib cage spread and against your leg bone. Stretch your arms out a little bit deeper. Really draw your outer legs in, your outer hips, your outer legs in. Good, good, good. And then as you bring your palms, your fingers together, push the blocks, bring your chin to the groove of your neck. And then inhale, let's extend up. And exhale, grip over the blocks and release. Very good, guys. Let's go ahead and let's move our blocks to the side, and we'll take Adho Mukha Virasana, and then we'll stand and do something. I'm not sure what. Maybe we won't stand, maybe we'll lie down. But anyway, go ahead and come over onto the heels of your feet. And if this bothers your knees, Esther, you could put a blanket under the knees, or this has been done as well, a blanket behind the knees to kind of move and adjust the lower calf flesh. You see, and then that gives you a little bit of cushion to sit at, and then walk the arms out. So what that does is just kind of open up the knees some. It doesn't have to be or need to be thick. It should actually be pretty thin, just giving a little bit of space. It's right at the back of your knees. And when you bring it there, guys, kind of rotate that calf flesh out using the blanket and then sit. Now you're still on top of your heels, but you still have a little bit of cushion between your bottom and your heels. Good. And then keep pressing down towards your blankets and towards your heels and walk your arms out. Now you want to bring your side ribs inside of your inner knee. So press your bottom back and down, and then keep stretching your side ribs out. Out and then in. So lower legs out, upper legs rotate in. And then you can go ahead and let your elbows bend and rest. Lift the elbows, lift the wrists. You can keep the head down. See if you can stretch the arms a little bit deeper. Maybe even lift your fingers, press your heel of your hands down, and drag your mat back towards you. And then once more, release the elbows or let the elbows bend and rest. And then go ahead and bring yourselves up. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'm just gonna come up, move the blanket out from behind the backs of the knees, and I'll take the hands down. We'll do a dog pose. We'll come up, kind of lift our hip points up, keep the knees bent until you straighten the side ribs or extend the spine. Keep your sitting bones not down. This would be down. You want to kind of raise them up and roll them to the low back. Draw the belly button back as you begin to straighten your knees. Bring your heels down. So do that very, very slow where you get the length in your spine first. There you go. Yep, that's it. Press with your hands, and the work really is to see if you can get the leg bones back and to feel the stretch on the entire back side of your body. So back of your arms, your backside, your bottom, down your legs, your calves, your feet. So really engage the arms and use them. Good, 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 good. And then come down and rest any way you want. Okay, guys, let's come up and we'll do dog pose again. And this has always been kind of a favorite of mine, even though it's a challenge. So I am going to use blocks to start because the first time we do this, we're not going to come all the way to dog pose. But I've got my feet separated, a little wider than my hip distance, inner parts of my feet lined up. Now you can use blocks or you can use your fingertips, but I'm going to rotate the thighs in with my own hands. So with my hands, I take the hands to the flesh and I literally turn the flesh in with my hands and back. So back, in and back. So I get that. And as I let the torso, so you want to let you have to let your torso relax. You see, yes, you will feel the stretching in your legs. And then either with your fingertips on your mat or with your blocks walked out again to see if we can get that lift. Now for me, it would be so easy to arch the back, which would look like this. Do you see the difference? So I want to draw the front rib cage down and draw the abdominal wall up so I get a really deep stretch, okay? So start at the back of your mat and we want to start with our kneecaps straight and the feet lined up. Your blocks can be whatever height you need them to be. But you take your inner feet and you stretch them out. Think your inner thighs go out and your outer feet and hips go in. And then come up and over. Take your hands to your upper legs, guys, and move your upper leg flesh. Rotate in and back, in and back. You'll feel a spreading of your sitting bones. Yep. You could even do what Esther just did. You take your hands to the lower buttock. You've gone here and you can go here. So there is a spreading here. Even if you can't do it on your own, use your hands. There you go. And then shift into the front of your feet like the toe joints. Then put your hands on your blocks. Keep your legs where they are. Keep your feet very active. Don't let your upper leg bones move forward. Keep them exactly where we've started, and then use your arms and your side ribs out in front of you to get the stretch. Don't round the spine. So as you walk the arms out, continue to lengthen your side ribs out towards your blocks. Push down with your block size and push your weight back. That's it. So that's it, Esther. So with your hands, push your weight back and see if your upper thighs will move back. Good. There you go. Just like that. Good. Lift your kneecaps, guys. Lift your kneecaps up. They stretch up. Press all four corners of your feet. Now move your navel towards your chest. Bring your spine in. See if your blocks will go out a little bit further. Good. Keep your legs very active. Keep your heels working. And then walk it back. So let's see. There has to be that spreading of the upper inner legs or that spreading of the lower buttock flesh. Like let's see, sitting bones should not draw down. And if you can find the sitting bones and if you feel that they're moving down towards the heels, even with the hands, you want to even kind of stretch them up, you see, and then shift evenly into your feet. So this time we'll try to walk it into dog pose. So I'm going to keep the blocks in the hands, and they can be whatever level. They could be this medium level. And I'll come forward and the same work applies. Keep your legs moving back, your outer feet, outer hips, outer knees. And watch. Now my leg bones went forward some. Watch. I want to take the inner thighs, rotate back just like I did with my hands, and push my weight back. So again, look for space, look for length. Okay, so start with your feet solid, all four corners. Engage your legs, hug the muscle to the bone. Bring the hands and arms out in front. You can hold your block so you can walk through the fingertips. And then I did one at a time, just kind of walk the blocks forward one at a time until I came to dog pose. Once you get to dog pose, get that length and then push the blocks to move your thighs back. So remember, you've got to rotate your inner thighs in and back. The kneecap flesh rotates in and back behind you. Use your blocks, use your hands. Lift your belly button away from your pubic bone. Good, 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 good. And see if you can keep drawing your upper leg bones back. Perfect. And then walk it back. Good, 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 good. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do tree, no, yes, Vriksasana, tree pose, okay? So what I'll do is I'll start just standing on my mat. And again, you can never really lose contact with the lower buttock flesh. If you can't bring the leg all the way up, you'll put it below the knee, but watch. So as I start to stand into Dasana, I'll let that right knee go out and I'll come onto the toes. Here, I want to keep my hips square. I'll lift the foot up, grab right above or at the ankle, pull up. Place the foot, tuck the outer left hip in, and I want to extend this knee, not just out to the right, but I want to widen the inner leg. So I go here, keep your hand here, draw back, extend out, tuck your hips in, hands to your heart. Okay. So, and I did that from the side, and what you don't want to see from the side would be this. So you guys watch again. You see, so everything tucks in, your front and your back tucks in. And your spine goes up. Now where your support is this lower buttock. Watch, nothing, lower buttock here, engaged. So you have to draw the lower buttock flesh in. Use a wall if you want, but go ahead and come standing into Tadasana and then bend the right knee, come to your right toes, take the right knee out. So you already want to get this. So you open up your inner thigh. Open up your inner thigh. Stand very tall on your left leg, lower left buttock engaged. Bend your right knee and grab the front of your right ankle bone and draw it up. Keep using your hand. Keep using your hand. Keep using your hand, Kelly. Can you grab your ankle again? That's it. Now pull it up. Pull against your hand. That's it. There you go. Good, good. Really keep your hand there. Good. Good. That's great. That's great. Now, and I'm there you go, Kelly. Pull the shin bone up. Shin bone goes up. Femur bone goes down. Engage your lower left buttock. Bring your hands to your heart if possible. Engage your lower left buttock. Wonderful. And release and switch. Those were really good tree poses, guys. Really good tree poses. But listen, when you're doing that, and if you use the wall, that's fine too. But this part, you really put some weight because you're literally clamping your thigh bone and your shin bone. They become a clamp like this. So there's some clamping. You're pulling that shin bone up and you're bringing your thigh bone down and then out and tuck. Okay, so try your other side. So use some weight in your hands, really use your hand to move the shin bone towards the thigh bone and the thigh bone towards the shin bone. Good, so the knee goes out first. And you can already tell, guys, kind of roll to the outer left foot. You could tell maybe which hip is tighter, right? And then bend the knee up and grab the front of the ankle and literally pull your shin bone back towards your calf. There you go. Now see if you can press your left thigh bone down towards your shin bone. Engage your lower right buttock. Tuck your outer right hip in. So nice, guys. Hands, if you can, to your heart center. And if you can't, keep holding the ankle. Beautiful. Nice. And then release. Ah, that was very, very, very good, guys. So let's see, let's do that again. This time we'll see if we can take our arms up. So same thing, you can use the wall if you want. But once you get here, again, draw it up, tuck the outer left hip in, hands come first to the heart. And then see if you can keep the palms pressing together. Now the arch of my left foot is lifted all the way up to my fingertips. See, so you're not just standing on that left foot, but you're lifting here. And that lift is going all the way up, okay? So start with your right side, stand in Tadasana, take your right toes out to the right, reach down, grab the front of your right ankle and pull it up, so clamp the two bones together. Tuck the hip in, that will keep you compacted. If you can get your hands to your heart center, bring your hands heart center. If you can press through your palms and extend your arms, and you want to straighten your elbows and squeeze your arms to your ears, pull your belly in and release. That was great, guys. Very, very good. Keep your bottom tucked in. You keep your bottom tucked in on that one. Okay, so switch sides. Not just tucked in, but going down. So the bottom shouldn't go here. Sitting bones can, but the flesh of the buttock goes down. Okay, so try your other side. And for me, the catch for me was engaging the lower buttock on my standing leg. And once I learned that, I could balance. Okay, so go to your other side. Use a wall if you need to, but clamp the two bones. Good. Good, 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 good. Hold the foot if you need to. If you can get your balance, engage the lower buttock on your standing leg. Bring your hands to your heart. If you can go deeper, pull your belly button back and take your arms up. Good. Press through your palms and squeeze your ears with your arms. Nice, nice. And then exhale, release. That was really, really good, guys. Okay, so, and I think we can fake this. Like, I don't think you have to have a wall for this. But what I'm going to do, yeah, I don't think we need a wall, is I'm going to take a blanket or two. I think I'm just going to use one in my hot dog fold. Or, I don't know, every class this fold changes, right? So it could be one or two. I think two would be better. And again, if you wanted a wall, you could have one, but I don't think that we necessarily need one. So let's see, I'm going to put the blankets, I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see. And I'm going to come onto my belly and the blankets are out. Sometimes we use the wall for the straight leg. And then I'm just going to bend this right knee and put the inner foot and the inner knee on the blanket. And then I'm going to kind of just push the blanket out to the right. And I've got my forearms down and I want to kind of lift up onto these left toes and pull my weight over to the left and then come down. So I'm just trying to, again, instead of this, down and extend out into your inner knee. Okay, so it does feel good and it helps that I had the floor to slide the blankets. That did help. So blanket or two, or maybe blocks on the bottom and a blanket on top to soften it. But you lie prone and you can be on your forearms. And this really, you can think of this as a warrior two or a tree pose, right? So we'll keep it at the tree pose. So when you come down onto your mats, onto your belly, you'll bend your right knee and put that right knee at a 90-degree angle. So your inner right foot is there and your inner right knee is there. And then you can kind of push or slide your blankets out to your left. You'll slide your blankets out, to your right, to your right, because your right knee is on your blankets. And then see if you can bring your left toes down and lift your left thigh up and your left hip and pull it to the left and then reground. See if you can bring your right hand to the right hip crease here or the buttock, lateral buttock, draw down. Draw down. Now shift your weight over to your right, so if you can get some extension in your inner right thigh. Extension in your inner right thigh. So this part, moving out. Again, do that L shape and draw the buttock flesh down. Let's see if we can lift the left knee and left femur bone up again and take your left leg out to the left some. Lift up, drag that left hip point to the left. Keep using your right knee. Keep using your inner right knee and then ground your left leg. Let's see if we go ahead and line that left leg back up center. Keep your right knee where it is, and then just see if you can bend that right leg a little bit deeper, closer to a tree pose. And then let it relax out again. Oh, and release. Could y'all feel that? I think felt good to me, actually. Yeah, kind of addresses this inner growing, which is warrior two, tree. It's warrior two and it's tree pose. It's the same. It's that ability to get a lot of extension here. Okay, so switch sides. Now my bottom hurts though, so maybe it was too good. Okay, so your blankets can go over opposite, and remember you are really trying to get a 90 angle on your bent knee. And most of you have like a floor nearby where you could slide, which is good. There you go, Kelly, great. Now you want to keep that left knee bent at a 90-degree angle. See what happens if you draw your inner foot and your inner knee, left side, down. And then you can bring your right toes down, lift your right knee up, right thigh bone up, and kind of you're pulling that right hip point up towards the ceiling almost. Yeah, so you're trying to even them out. Take your right hip point to the right. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's great. That's great. That's great. Get some extension there. Now, can you use that inner left foot? Draw it down. Now, even pull your body weight to your right. Keep your body weight moving to your right. Good. Really, what you're trying to do is even out your hip points. You can even touch your own hip points to see how even they are. And what you'll notice is that the right one is the one that needs to lift up and even out with your left hip point. There you go, Kelly. Perfect. So we can see how the hips shift and they drop. One becomes lower than the other one. And you can also do your hand to your upper left leg. You could rotate down and back. So the middle of your left buttock comes in and towards your mat. Great, 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 great. Take your right toes down, lift your knee, and see if you can pull your right leg out to the right. Go out as far as you can. Then see if you can level and even out your hip points. Nice. Very nice. Bring it back to the center of that right leg. And press the inner left knee down and then let the lower left leg bend. Right, so it's more like the tree. There you go. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Draw the knee down and extend the inner left growing to the inner left knee. Perfect. And then exhale to release. Excelente. Excelente, guys. Perfect. And then just go ahead and come seated. So that's kind of like our extended warrior pose. So what I'm going to do, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take this blanket and just one blanket in this fold. And then I'm going to come down with the back of my head on the blanket and then the shoulders lined up. Keep a strap nearby because if I can remember what I did earlier, we'll do that. But I want to get this lined up to the very top and let the upper arms, tops of my shoulders, kind of roll down into that, into my mat. And then we'll start with our spinal twist, bent knees, right? So I'll go. And remember this, you don't want to do this. It's the same as standing. That's the thing, guys. There's only so many rotations that you can do with the body and in yoga, right? Or there's only so many rotations that we do: internal, external, tucking in, pulling in, compacting, extending from the inner. But one thing that's very important that happens in all of the poses is that there is length here. So you can always, standing, seated, supine, you could always use your hands. Thumbs are there at the backside and literally move the buttock flesh, posterior pelvis down. And that's what we want to keep. And we'll go up and we'll take our knees over and we'll do this whole thing about lining the breastbone up and twisting over to my right. Okay. And let me show you one more thing, guys, that we'll try to do here. So when my knees go over, I'm going to let them come all the way down and I want to get those shoulder blades squared. I'm going to have you guys just lift the top knee up to your chest and grab. And then I want you to twist to your right and see if you can just straighten, push out into the foot, into the hand. And then we'll bend, release, and we'll come back center and go opposite. So when you get the back of your head on your blanket, spread the tops of your shoulders against your mat, bend your knees. You can lift up and tuck your sacrum. You can use your hands to do that. It feels really good, actually. That length. And see what happens when you draw the side abdominal wall down gently towards the mat. You feel a little more length here. There you go. Spread the tops of the shoulders against your blanket. Bring your knees together. Take your knees up, your feet up, and take your knees over to your left. Once you get your knees grounded to your left, bend your elbows, put them on your mat, lift your left shoulder blade up and take it to the left, and then twist to the right. So your abdominal wall goes to the right, your outer right rib cage tries to descend towards your mat. Good. Good, 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 good. Keep your knees moving into one another so that top knee will move down and the bottom knee will move up. Now, see if you can bend the right knee up to the chest and grab the foot with one hand. Good. Grab the foot. And you don't have to extend this leg all the way, but I do want you to put some weight in your hand to your foot. And then put weight in your foot as you attempt to straighten the knee. Put weight in your foot into your hand. Weight into your foot into your hand. And then take the right side rib cage rotated to the right. Move the navel to the right. Keep the shoulders at the top spread. And then exhale, let the knee release the foot. Let the knee bend. Bend it with control. Let it be where it is for a moment. And then come up and switch. Perfect. So remember, you're anchoring the tops of your shoulders and the backs of your arms to your mat. That's your anchor. So you want the tops of your arm bones and backs of your arms to be as heavy as possible. Okay, so take the legs up and go over in the opposite direction, and then let them come to the mat and let them rest there. There you go, there you go. Good, Esther, good. And then you can bend the elbows once you get here. And that's the work of lining your breastbone up towards the ceiling. Nice. Good, 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 good. Good. See how grounded your back body can be. Great. Draw your knees together. Wonderful. Now here you still have to have the posterior pelvis long, but see if you can bend the knee up to the chest and grab. Good. Grab the inner foot or the outer foot. And then you're going to push into the hand with the foot to see if you can straighten the knee and look to the left. That's it. That's it. Work your body opposite of your left leg. So your abdominals keep rotating. That's it, Kelly. Bring the outer back of that left arm down. It becomes heavy. It almost glues to the mat. Great. And then exhale, release, bend the knees slowly. Bring them back to the center. It does feel good. Now I'm going to show you this next one, guys, and it's fun, but I want us to do it at our own pace, okay? So it's almost the same. I'm going to mirror, so I'm going to go opposite. So again, we'll bring the legs up and we'll take the knees over to the left, right? And then I'll do that same thing, adjust the shoulder blades. I want to spread here, right? And I'll take the arms out. And then I'm going to extend the legs out to the side. This will be to the left. And then I'll lift this left arm, left shoulder, head, and I'll roll over and touch the palms. And then I'll sweep the top arm over the head. I'll bring the head and shoulders down. And I'll take it all the way back and I'll look to the right. Okay. So I'll lift the right side up, move it to the left, touch the palm, then I'll sweep the palm over the head very slowly. So I'm just kind of rotating the torso back against the mat. It really feels good. Okay, so you guys, when you get supine, tops of your shoulders again line up with your blanket, head is on your blanket, tuck your sacrum. Remember this? So you could always do that to get some length there. Bring your knees up, take both of your knees over to your left, adjust your shoulder blades, left shoulder blade to the left, line your breastbone up with the ceiling. You can even look to your right. Now you can strain your knees, and that can even be one at a time, but the knees are straight. Stack your legs one on top of the other. Oh. Lift your right side up, even your head, bring your right palm to your left palm, and then sweep your right palm facing the mat all the way over the head and turn back to the right. Oh. Move the right arm up, lift the shoulder, lift the head, bring the right palm to the left palm, extend the right palm out, and then sweep it across the floor. Bring the head and the shoulders down, and then last, you bring the back of the right arm down. Good, good. Do that. Let's do that 2 more times at your own pace. That's nice, guys. You'll lift up, draw out past the palm, and then sweep over. Lengthen that left side of your body, or right side. Lengthen the right side. Good, good, good. That's it, Kelly. Really stretch that right side to the right. Nice. Once you've computed, once you've completed that, I don't even know how many times I said to do it, but switch. Yeah. So if you, I think I said 3 more times. So maybe we did that 5 times total. Do it on your opposite side. And you know, Esther, if it bothers you, or anyone, if it bothers you to straighten your knees, you can keep your knees bent and do the same thing. So if the knees being straight bothers you or bothers your low back, you can keep your knees bent. But with the legs extended out now to the right, left side lifts up and goes past the palm. And then sweep the right palm across the floor, over the head, turn back to the left. That's nice, guys. And you're really using your top half. You're not using your hips. Your hips are stabilizing. Your hips are your stabilizers. That's wonderful. You can think about drawing your inner thighs together, drawing your inner feet together, and really use the arm that you're moving. That arm carries you back to the mat. That's it. Use that arm. Really use it. That's great. That's great. Wonderful, guys. Good. And remember, in twisting, you really twist at your thick ribs. That's where the twist is. It is at the thick rib cage. So 5 times, and then once you're done, come back to the center, and you can bend the knees and put the feet on the mat and tuck the sacrum and the tailbone. Good, 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 good. Wonderful. Head on the mat. I mean, on the blanket, sorry guys, just like we were before. Now let's see. Take your thumbs to the back of your waist and lift and tuck your sacrum and really keep that length there. And let's try this. Let's see how far we get. Take your right outer ankle bone over the top of your left knee and then L shape. Because what we're trying to avoid is this. This is just a sign that the hip is closed or tight. The hip flexors closed. So I want to get as much space as I can. So I'll draw back just like that. Draw back, yeah. So it's that same action. You're moving out of that hip point. So I've got the heel of the right hand at the top of the leg. Now, lift your left foot up, but keep kind of pushing with your right hand that leg bone back. Draw your outer right ankle bone into your left leg. Don't lift your head, but interlace your fingers around the back of your left leg. Widen your elbows out, open up your chest, keep your breastbone to the ceiling. Now draw your outer right ankle bone into your left thigh. Draw into your left thigh. Can you bring your left thigh bone to your fingers, to your hands? So keep pushing your left thigh bone towards the palm of your hand. Then pull your legs in. Have this action. Outer right ankle bone going into the left leg. Left femur bone pressing into your interlaced fingers here. And then exhale, release. Good, 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 good. So there is that opposite but equal action. Opposite but equal. It's opposite but it's equal. So as this leg is going back, this femur bone is going back, even though, watch how it keeps the space. You see? So this is different. I've still got the space here than this. I lost space. So to gain the space back, watch, I'd roll deeply down here. It's here. Okay, so switch sides. Remember, you're trying to open at the hip points and around the hip points. So cross opposite and use that outer left ankle bone like it's a weight. Don't bruise yourself though. If you bruise easily, that might be a thing, but that's good. That's great, guys. That's excelente. Use it like it's a weight. And then keep that there. You can even put your left hand there and draw it back away from you as you lift the right foot up. And then interlace at the back of the leg and then press the right thigh bone into your hand. Right thigh bone. And then take that outer left ankle bone and press it into the knee. Keep your hips attached to your mat. Good. So Kelly, stay exactly where you are, but see if you can roll your bottom to touch the mat. Keep everything else the way it is. Just roll the bottom. That's good. Bring your leg back a little. That's it. Keep that if you can. Re-interlace. Good, 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 good. You guys keep that inner left knee going back and up towards the ceiling. Pull your legs in really close and move your thigh bones opposite. Keep your chest open. Wonderful. And then exhale, release. Perfecto. You could put your feet on the mat. Again, and I'm going to grab my strap. And I think we did this one yesterday. And you can make it like double it, or you can leave it long. But knees bend, and I want to lift and tuck. Esther could be in my picture book, especially with those pants and the shirt tucked in like that. True profession, Esther. True professionalism. Okay. So, she looks like the teacher, doesn't she? Yes. Okay, so I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, yeah. So now I'm going to bend the right knee and take the strap around my right foot, right? And I've got it doubled, so it's a little bit shorter, but I really tug on it. Grab with my left hand, let this right knee tuck in. See how it moves past my midline. And then I'll maybe hold the mat with my right fingertips, take my right leg to the left. Once I get as far as I can, I'll extend that left leg and I want to keep the left toe straight up to the ceiling. And then see if I could go a little bit deeper. But I do not want to rotate over onto my left side. So start, and you can keep your head against your blanket too, if that's still comfortable for you. If it's bothering you, then you can move it. But both knees are bent, and you take your strap around your right foot. And then you take your right leg up. Your left knee is bent still. Now, before you move your right leg, engage it, draw your thigh bone back, draw your femur bone back and away from you. Reach up, grab your strap with your left hand, turn your inner left knee in past your midline, take your right leg to the left. Take your right leg, use that left knee, rotate it inward, keep turning it in to the midline. Good. Tug on the strap. You can even bend the left elbow. You can use the right fingertips against the mat, but cross the legs. Cross the legs. Rotate that inner knee in, left side. Good. And then keep your right leg here and see if you can straighten your left knee. Keep your right leg here, straighten your left knee. Keep your left toe straight up to the ceiling. Left toe straight up to the ceiling. Left toe stay straight up to the ceiling. Good, 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 good. And then bring the right leg back and release. And you can bend both knees, feet to your mat. Good, good, good. So remember on that first part, here, this leg goes back, but this knee is really the important side. You want to let it go in. And then the action, it reminds me of scissors or just crossing the legs, you see. And once you get this leg here, you can even hold the mat with your left hand and you'll straighten that right knee. Oh, and then see if you can go a little without doing this. Okay. So other side, both knees bent, strapped to the left foot. Right foot on the mat, rotate the right knee in, grab your strap with your right hand, take your left leg to the right. But use that bent knee, really move it in, rotate it in, go past your midline with it. And you'll feel how the hips connect or they compact. That's it. Keep moving your leg bones to the back of your legs. That's it, Kelly, that's it. Good. You can hold that strap. Once you get this leg over, draw your outer left hip down. Straighten your right leg, keeping your right toe straight up to the ceiling. Now bend your elbow and see if you can take that left leg over deeper to the right. Good. Keep your toes on your bottom foot straight up. That's great. That's great. Everyone, take your femur bone, press it to the back of your leg, make your buttock flesh longer. Good. Good. And then bring it back to the center. Perfecto. Perfect. Let's do setu bandha. So if you want to keep your blanket, you can. You can flatten it, you can keep it, or you can move it completely out of your way. But for setu bandha, and I think we've all got a strap. Let's put our strap on our upper legs. So really, it can be a couple of different places. So let's try it. So typically, I mean, and I've been taught different ways, but a lot of times when we bring the belt on, we bring it to the middle of the thighs, right? And you still take your inner thighs and you press out, and you take your outer hips and you tuck in. So it's still that opposite but equal, right? And so what I think I'm going to do this time, though, is I'm going to bring it up higher so it's right at my hip bone. I've been taught this way as well. And you do make that belt really, really snug. And again, it's right up at my hip bones. And then I'll lift up. Oh my goodness. And I'll bring the block there. And this, this may serve some of you better than having it lower. So bring your strap up closer to your hip bones And it does kind of move your leg bones down. Oh, it feels good. I don't know why I say that with surprise, but it does. Oh. And, I think what it is when we have the strap at the middle of our thighs, you get more control of your knees and your lower legs. And when you have the strap up higher, you should feel as if you have more control of your hips. Like they're not leaving you, they're kind of still remaining tucked in towards your midline. Really open your chest. So, guys, what I want you guys to do, and y'all are all laying down, but you could probably listen and get it. So, interlace your fingers around your blocks. And then see if you could take your knuckles and stretch them down towards your heels. You'll feel the tops of your shoulders move. Lift your chest. Now release your interlace. Let your arms separate. Now backs of your hands to your mat, palms up. Palms up. See if you can walk those hands and arms down closer to your heels, palms up. That's it. Stretch the tops of your shoulders down. Bend your elbows. Bring the backs of your arms onto your mat, palms face each other. Press with the back of your arms and lift your chest. Press with the backs of your arms and lift your chest. You can now turn the palms of the hands up, and if you can, walk to straighten your knees. Oh. And I think that's something we've never investigated, but that strap can be in different places. It can be right above the knees, right at the outer hips, or right to the middle thigh. Nice, guys. Really keep your spine, your thoracic spine tucked in. Your thoracic spine's moving in, and your chest, your breastbone is moving up. Bend the knees if they were straight. Put your feet on your mat. Lift up. And tuck your sacrum and your tailbone as you come down. Good, 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 good. And I think we still have the strap on. Go ahead, guys, and bring your strap down lower and lift your feet and tighten your strap until your legs are completely tied to one another. Then you can bring your feet down, lift and tuck your sacrum and your tailbone. Let's see if we can extend the legs up. When you get your legs up, take your inner thighs and press out into your strap. Take your inner thighs, guys, and draw out and see if you can break the strap with your inner thighs. Pull your belly button down. You can even grip your mat with your hands. Everyone move your legs back, activate your feet, press up. See if you can touch the ceiling with the base of your big toe joint. And this will release some tension. Take your inner thighs out. Take your inner thighs and press out like you're gonna break the loop. Good. Don't hold the breath. Nice, nice, nice. Straighten the kneecaps. Good. Bend the knees, see if the feet will touch your mat. Same time. Same time. Good. That's nice. What? Oh, yeah, yeah. Very, very, very good. Okay, keep your straps on. It's tied pretty snug, and you still got your head on your blanket, or maybe you don't. And we'll lift the feet up, the legs up again. Have your belt pretty snug, middle of your thighs. Take your knees to the left and let them hover, look to your right. Bring your knees back to the center. Take your knees over to the right. Let them hover, look to your left. Come back to the center. Bring your knees to the left, look to the right. Go back again to the center. Bring your knees to the right, look to the left. Come back to the center, go over to the left, look to the right, keep the backs of your arms grounded. Come back to the center. This time we'll take the knees over. Well, I should have waited, but anyway, we'll take the knees over to our right. And I want you guys to see if you can bend them up towards the elbow, pull them down. Bend them up, bring them back even to the waist. One more time, come up, bring them back even. Come to the center. Take them to the left. Let them hover. Pull them up towards the armpit. Bring them back down. Up towards the armpit. They're hovering over the mat. Pull down again. Look to your right. In up towards the armpit. Back down. I think it's one more time. To the armpit or to the elbow. Back down. Come back to the center. Lift, tuck your sacrum and your tailbone. Bring your knees and your feet up again, and we're still got our strap. Take your knees over to the right, and then press the inner knees together so you can straighten your knees. Take your right hand to the outer left leg. You can even use your elbows, lift your shoulder blades up. Draw your outer left leg down with your right hand, twist. Roll your outer left hip away from you as you twist. Bend the knees, bring them up. If you want to let them rest here, you can, and readjust. And then take them up, take them over to the left. Extend them out. Use that left hand to the outer hip or outer leg. Lift and move the shoulder blades away from the spine, twist. And here you can use your right hand, or you can just energetically roll, or with the muscular action of rolling your right hip down, away from you. Oh, felt good. And then come back to the center. You can bend the knees and bring it back to the center. Ah, perfect. And I'm just gonna lift up and take my strap off. I know. And I'll put my strap to the side. Good. And then we'll just bring your knees in, hug your knees, and then we'll roll over and come up for our inversion, whatever your inversion is going to be. So when you're ready here, roll over, use your hands on the mat and come up seated. Good. Now your inversion can be legs up the wall, headstand, handstand, legs in a chair, legs against the sofa. It can be just about any inversion you want. But let me talk just a little teeny bit about how good and how healing, I can say, legs up the wall actually is. Right? It addresses a lot of different issues. It is considered an inversion. So anytime that you guys have an opportunity and you want to get a little bit of yoga in, or you want some sort of relaxation, do legs up the wall. Sympathetic nervous system. It works the sympathetic nervous system. So in legs up the wall, you can have blankets next to the wall, put your bottom and your legs up, or you can put one blanket away from the wall and sit the hip inside of the blanket and the wall, and then do this. And eventually we'll be able to use 5 blankets instead of 1. Do you see? I just don't have the flexibility to use more height. And I'm not saying that you guys have to do legs up the wall, but if you want homework and stuff like that, this is the perfect one to do. Okay. So go wherever you're going to go for your inversion. We've also been known in legs up the wall to put a strap around the leg. Again, that kind of controlling the hip. Yeah, that blanket is kind of right at the lower back, almost at the lumbar. Then you want to let the upper arm spread against the mat. Back of your head is grounded. And sometimes I use fingertips at the base of the skull, kind of lift up and extend the head out just to kind of create some space at the neck. I think, well, I guess besides the hips, the hip flexors, the neck is probably the most compressed area, or at least it is for me. And you know that Mr. Iyengar talks about how that's not just like our posture, but it goes into mental state as well. And this whole idea that we look to the future and we kind of move our head and our body sometimes moves with our eyes. You see? Yeah, yeah, sometimes we're moving our eyes and our head is just kind of following, and I think it's a lot of attention or your. Have you ever noticed if you're looking at the computer and you're really into what you're looking at, you somehow move closer to it? Do you see? You know what I mean? Like your head projects forward to it. Yeah, so sometimes we have to keep that um, yeah, kind of keep a little bit of tucking into the senses. Like they don't have to be extremely active 100% of the time. And your senses are for your safety too, but they don't have to be on high alert 100% of the time. There you go, Kelly. Kelly, I want to see, and all I can see is your legs and feet and your arms. But anyway, this is perfect because I want to see what will happen if you really draw your heels into the wall. Yeah, there you go. Just kind of push them into the wall. That's it. And then relax. Perfect. So with legs up the wall, especially if the backs of your legs are tight, your hamstrings, your lower back, when you do legs up the wall, you may actually be a little bit further. You may start out a little bit further away and over time be able to work your way in closer. So if you're doing legs up the wall, if this is something you practice and your bottom isn't touching the wall, that's okay. Eventually. Very nice, guys. Very, very nice. And we're gonna stay here for just another moment or so, but what I want, and everyone's in legs up the wall, what I want you to do is see if you can feel the heel bones becoming heavy. And you don't have to do anything. Don't do anything. Don't press, don't pull. But just see if through relaxation you can feel your heel bones and the sides of your feet and legs descending. Good. Good. Perfect. Few more moments. And you guys can also do what I instructed Kelly to do, was that every now and then draw your heel bones in to see if you can get your femur bones to move towards the wall. And when your leg bones move towards the wall, your outer hips also move towards the wall. That length comes to the outer hips too. Part of that leg bone, part of the femur bone, that outer hip bone. Excellent. And then you guys make your way out of legs up the wall, and you can come out slowly by bending the knees and maybe pushing a little bit away from the wall, or just rolling over and using your hands against your mat to come up. Now I'm going to do Janu and Maha Mudra. So let's see, Janu Shirsasana. I don't really know which one I should do first, but you can sit on a blanket or two, or even a block. But I'm going to bend the right knee out, put the top of my right foot and right shin down, left leg straight out in front, left toe straight up. Engage or draw the lower buttock flesh out and back. Keep this femur bone down. If you need a strap, you can use a strap. Bring it around that foot. You inhale, lift up, and then as you fold, you're trying to get your nose to your left knee. You can also relax here once you get here. Maybe use one hand, top of that right leg, draw down. You can even use a blanket like this, just to kind of bring the forehead to, if it can't reach the knee. You can use your strap against your foot. And even if you do get your head down with your strap on around your foot, you can let your elbows bend and rest. They can even rest on that blanket. There you go, Aiden. Good, 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 good. Good. Take some deep breaths once you get your forehead close to your knee or to your blanket or to your block. That right side rib should turn towards your left foot. Right side rib. Good, guys. See if you can take a deep breath. And then come up and we switch. Good, 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 good. So let's see. Left knee bends, and I just need this, but maybe you guys need more. And I want to really rotate that left hip point towards my right foot. And again, if you can bring your strap here and come here. Once you get here, you can relax and see if you can keep your right hip moving back and your left hip and left side rib coming forward. Okay. So, and if you can't touch the forehead to a prop or to the knee, don't worry too much. Yeah. Good, 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 good. You want to take some deep breaths here. Let's see. Good, good. And remember that hip point, that's it, Kelly. Left hip point rotates towards the straight knee. It's kind of warm in here, huh? We don't have any AC. No, I just can't believe we didn't turn the AC on. Few more seconds, guys. Okay, come up slowly. And I just wanted to show you this. I know that we don't all have chairs with us, but I just wanted to show you any single chair that you can use, or anything that you can use. And what are those little things called? Ottomans, or even, Kelly, like your sofa, like where it's got room to bring your straight leg under, but watch how you can kind of do Janu Shirsasana with a higher prop. Or you see, so you can still be very comfortable and get the stretching that you need to in your legs, okay? So Maha Mudra is almost like Janu Shirsasana. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to bend the right knee out to the right, stretch the left leg out in front. The difference in this is we never fold. So I try to get this strap to the big toe, left big toe, and I hang on to it. Remember, we're not folding here. And so we'll inhale, and y'all watch. All about the breathing, all about the ujjayi breath. And remember, you're the perineum, so you're going to draw up from the perineum, up into the belly button, up into the chin, and then the chin lock. You hold it with the chin lock, and then you release, okay? So it's the right knee bent, left leg long. Bring your strap to your big toe, left big toe. Hang on to it, kind of draw the toe back, straighten both of your elbows, and keep your torso lifted. Don't fold. Inhale through your nose and take your gaze to the ceiling. Exhale through your nose and bring your chin to the groove of your neck. Inhale, inhale, inhale up around your side body. Lift your shoulders around your ears. Hold your inhalation. Exhale, shoulders down, center the head. Good. Inhale, gaze goes up. Exhale, chin comes down. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Bring the arms up. Squeeze the earlobes. Exhale, center the head. Shoulders come down. And then switch. Oh, good, good, good. Believe it or not, this pose, Maha Mudra, is in the books as a back release. Believe it or not, you should really feel that breath deep into your back. Yeah, it is about the breath, and it's about that expanding of the muscles and the bones that you're doing when you're using the breath can sometimes release the breath, the back, or adjust it. Okay, so you're grabbing your strap, right leg straight, left knee bent. Inhale, take the gaze up. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale fully as you bring your chin down. Inhale, and as you're inhaling, lift your side ribs, draw your arm bones to your shoulder, to your ears. Hold, and exhale slowly, bring the shoulders down, gaze centered. Perfect. Inhale, take your gaze up. Exhale, bring your chin, groove of your neck. Inhale, and as you inhale, lift your side ribs, lift your arms up to squeeze your ears. Hold the inhalation. Exhale, drop the shoulders, center the gaze. Perfecto. And release. Excellente, guys. Janu or Maha Mudra. One is the forward fold for the back of the body, and one is strictly about the breath. Strictly about the breath and using those muscles that create the breath and opening up the lower back. Okay, so let's come down. We'll do Supta Padangusthasana, and we'll have our block. And we'll put that block to the outer right hip, or you can use a blanket or whatever you want. You don't have to use the wall either. But if you have a wall for your feet, that's great. And lately, what I've been doing is when I come down, put the feet on the wall, I'll make sure I lift and tuck, remember that. And then I'll just take that block over and get a good supine stretch. Oh my goodness. Now you can really think of this as a lying down Tadasana or mountain pose. So once you come down and you pull your belly button towards your mat, close the space at your low back, hold your block in the heel of your hands, take it up and over your head and stretch, stretch. You can bend the elbows and push the block out. See if you can feel the flesh of your side ribs or the flesh of your torso stretching, stretching. See if you can stretch your front of your legs and your hips and then release. Perfecto. And you can bring that block right outside of the hip, right hip, Take your right foot up and bring your strap around your right foot. And let's go ahead and first to start, we'll lift our head and our shoulders. Press your right outer hip away from you. Lift your head and shoulders, nose to your right knee. Exhale, recline the head and shoulders. Good. Turn your right toes to the right, right knee to the right. Take your right leg out to the right. Go up and over your block. Straighten your right knee and see if you can turn that right kneecap down towards the floor. You may even be able to use your left hand. So the top of your right foot faces the floor. Your sole of your right foot faces the ceiling. Sole of your right foot faces up towards the ceiling and even rotates in towards you. Bring your right leg up. Take it across the body. Take it to the left. Look to your right. Keep your left toe straight up to the ceiling. Bend your left elbow. Pull your right foot towards your left shoulder. And bring it back to the center. Keep your head and shoulders grounded. Pull your right leg in close to your chest. Straighten the knee. Keep pressing into the strap with your foot. And then bring it back center and release. Phew. I'm pooped. Just kidding. I'm not kidding. I am pooped. I don't know why. Well, maybe because I stay up till like 3 a.m. or something. Oh, nah, that doesn't have anything to do with it. Why would that have anything to do with it? Okay, so bend your left knee and bring your strap around your left leg, left foot. Take your left leg up. I did. I had the 2 8-year-olds, Jordan and her cousin, and oh, they did wear me out. No movie lasted long enough. No game lasted long. Nothing was ever long enough. It was always over too quickly. Like, are y'all done with that movie already? I thought it was 3 hours long. Okay, so here you'll lift up and nose to your left knee. You really move your foot into the strap and you use the core to get the lift. And then exhale, release the head and shoulders. Turn your left toes left, left knee left. Let your left leg go out to the left and really draw down on your right leg and use your right foot. Now remember, the top of your left foot is facing the floor. The sole of your left foot faces the ceiling, or it even can turn in towards you. You can pull that right hip point, kind of draw it down towards the yoga mat. There you go. Perfect. Few more seconds here. And then bring your left leg up and take it across the body. Hold with your right hand. Now you can even use an L-shaped left hand. Draw that left hip down and then keep moving your left leg to the right. And bring your left leg back, and you're gonna pull this leg in without lifting your head and shoulders. Just draw your leg in. And then exhale, release. You can bend the knee and release. Good, 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 good. You bend both of your knees, put your feet on your mat, lift and tuck your sacrum and your tailbone. And with bent knees, one more time, I'm going to take the block in the hand, take it over the head with bent knees, and again, pull the abdominal wall down and really press out into your arms. Now just wiggle your heels away from your bottom a little bit at a time. Press into that block. Pull the belly button down. Perfect. And then release the arms and rest. You can bring your inner knees together, feet wide, or you can lift your knees up and hug your knees. Anything you want to do here. And then we'll prepare for Shavasana. So you can rock side to side, front to back. You could do another supine spinal twist. And then when you're done, come for Shavasana, either just lying on your mat. Legs can go up the wall, legs can go in the chair, legs can go along the sofa. And a good thing to do, guys, is, and again, I know we don't all have yoga chairs, but any chair that you could get this in is also nice and helpful for your back. You see, it's almost like putting blankets or bolsters under your knees. And it's not something you have to do, but just know that, if you're, maybe having a hard long day at work or several hard long days and your back hurts or you're just feeling tension in the entire body, do some of these very restorative inversions. So once you get here and you take your arms out, palms up, close your eyes, and with your exhalation, let go. Just allow the entire body to melt into your mat, every muscle and every bone. Let your eyeballs begin to move away from your eyelids. The teeth at the back of the mouth should move apart. Allow your lower jawbone to relax. And if you are pressing the back of your head into your mat, take an exhalation and just relax the back of the head and see if you can begin to feel a spreading of the back of your head against your mat, your blanket. Relax your abdominals. Begin to deepen your breath and very slowly move your awareness back into the room. Small movements when you're ready in the fingers and in the toes. You bend the elbows and bring your hands to your belly or to your heart. Take the arms up and over the head for a full body stretch. Bring the abdominal wall towards the mat. And then as you exhale the breath, release the arms to the side body. And then you can bend your knees very slowly, one at a time. And then when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. You can wrap your arms around your knees, and any movements here, side to side or maybe front to back. And then roll over here to the right and hold in a fetal position. You can use your right arm to support your head. And then you guys can bring yourselves up seated, any seated position that you would want. Hands can come heart center, third eye, or just resting at the top of your legs. This is the worst part of wanting things. Getting them may give you monetary happiness, but not being able to get them often makes you miserable. Humor is perhaps the best antidote to stress. When you laugh out loud, you will find your body, mind, and heart relaxing. Laugh a lot. Laughter is a stress reducer. Try to be with people who bring laughter into your lives. Learn to laugh at yourself, and you will find that stress and tension melt away. Thank you guys very much. Namaste.